Oh, hey, what's up? It's me. Hey, where's my camera? There. Okay, it's the me. It's the late night sessions. Reese. Hey, I'm stalling. I'm stalling. I was a bit late. Ugh, I feel bad. How was your Wednesday? I hope your Wednesday was good. I hope you guys have all had a great week. Let me bring in my co-hosts. How about to do that? I think I got Chris and Sean. Let's bring them in. Chris and Sean
Jared's here too.
and Jared. I miss
Jared's-
Jared. Where's Jared at?
Jared's here too. So is Chris.
Hey,
So is Reese.
Oh, baby, what's going down?
how you doing,
Hey
buddy?
guys,
Yes.
I heard through the grapevine that both Sean and Jared were independently looking at some listings in the Greater Toronto area.
You guys are moving?
You know, I'd love to. I'd love I want to be bi-coastal, East Coast Canada and East Coast U.S. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just
that's
in
a-
case the shit hits the fan here. Yeah.
I think they're two of my favorite coasts in North America.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
Yeah.
too sweet.
I have been on in a couple weeks, and I heard some great things. The numbers came in last week through the roof.
Killing.
Listen, we're doing great numbers now. We've been doing great numbers the last little bit.
Through the roof, and it's really good. I'm really happy for everyone. It's a great team sport. Have we ever in our lives
Mm-hmm.
seen a world leader do as many media hits from the bathroom of his airplane as we have with Donald Trump? The man does a hit near the John on his on Air Force One like every 2 days. He comes out of the bathroom the other day. He's like, "Did you guys see me win the tournament? I won the tournament. I won. Did you see that I won?"
Mm.
That was my favorite. Okay. I like when people talk about how they've won at life.
Nobody does that better than Trump. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's at your golf course. You
Is that your golf course? Yeah, it's at your fucking golf course. And hey, did you see I won? I don't even know if there was a tournament. I don't even know if this place is real anymore, Chris.
Oh no, there was a live tournament. It was the best. The American president tanked the global economy and then went to play golf with his Saudi Arabian friends.
Gentlemen, how does that make you
as
feel?
one is wont to do. I don't
That's
think,
true.
Chris. I actually don't think I've seen somebody send that many life-changing, media-changing texts since Logan Roy in Succession.
It's cool though, guys. Losing money builds character, and that's the main part. Like I was really thankful for Laura Ingraham this week because she told me.
Who
that,
is it really? I mean, what week are you not really as thankful? And Chris, of all people, I know how much of a Laura Ingraham fan you are.
I fucking tell you, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm happy to be a loser because it, you know, like you said, it builds character. So at the other side of this, I'm gonna have so much character.
Oh my God!
Because I'm always
so much
losing.
Character, please. The characters that are coming out of me right now could be the winds of winter. You know what I mean? And I'm probably going to be finished before that is.
I saw a video this week of this like right-wing wannabe influencer who's in her car doing a thing. By the way, they're always in the car, right? Like they're always in their fucking car with these
You're not out of their house.
They're always in the car with these thoughts. But she's like, everyone wants to talk about money. Democrats are talking about money, but like, where were you when Barack Obama had the minimum wage in Missouri at $7.65? And it's like, first of all, I thought you people were the biggest proponents of states' rights. But second of all, there's not a voting public in the world that votes against their own interests more than American poor people. Like no other fucking free world has this problem. Like we're in Canada right now. Reese and I are in an election right now. Yeah. This shit's so far in the bag, we've stopped caring.
Right.
It's the only way this could go wrong is if a meteor kills Mark Carney.
Must be nice.
It's thanks to you guys, by the way. Thanks to your president, it really affects our election this time.
Can I jump in and just say how happy I am that Chris went straight to the politics as soon?
Yeah, he really brought it up.
People
I
have
love
lost
it.
their life savings this week. No, I'm not. We're not
Yeah, and
fucking-
some people have been made even more wealthy than they already are.
Yeah, the super rich, like Donald
Yeah.
Trump,
And
who
they're
told
and
everyone
they're
to buy
not
stocks
on
this morning.
this Zoom. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
no,
boys. I know you guys must hate it because you.
it's
live in it.
okay.
We're like loser Canadians who talk about it, but Jesus fucking Christ, you've pissed off every single person in the world.
I don't talk about it.
It's like the Watchmen. At the end, the fake alien gets zapped into New York, and the whole world unites against the fake enemy. Well, he's the real enemy. I mean, don't you feel more connected to the rest of the world now that this guy's?
Some people are rooting for
shit
China.
in the bed.
Let's put it that way, Sean. Some people are
I
out
just
here rooting
been-
for China.
I just been up here smoking weed. Yeah.
Yo, did you guys see? I should have sent it in. There was this
I'm gonna do
kid,
the
this
same thing,
14-year-old, 13-year-old Ukrainian kid who won like a swimming competition somewhere, and he didn't want to share the podium with the Russian kid who won the silver, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not going on there," and he walked away.
Wow.
But he won. Didn't he win?
Yeah. He's like, "I'm not sharing the podium with this Russian kid."
Oh man, if I won gold and the Russian won silver and I'm from Ukraine, I'd be like this.
Yeah.
Hey, go tell Vladdy you lost.
I'd stand on my toes. I'd get a chair and stand on the chair so I was even higher up.
Yeah, or if you want to be a good guy, just invite him up there, shake his hand, and be like, "We're not so different."
Sure. Yeah.
And when he ponders that, you sweep the fucking leg. You sweep the leg.
No mercy, Reese.
No mercy, Cobra Kai. Sweep the leg.
That's
No,
like,
that's not the
what I
mercy.
would do. I would genuinely just get real up in his head. I would just lean down, and I'd first do the searching for Bobby Fischer. I'm offering you a draw. And when he doesn't take it, Cobra Kai.
End him. Cobra Kai. First crane kick, then leg sweep. Done.
What was this?
So what do you boys? What did you boys get up to this week? What'd you guys do this week? What did you guys do? I have been. Let me tell you first what I've been. I've been running around like mad. We got up at Oneida. A concert was dropped in our laps. So we'll be hosting hosting the Mercules concert on April 19th. Now,
Nice.
and that's going to be wild. And it's also featuring a young Icarus. And Icarus is that West Coast rapper that punched Rick Ross in the face when Rick Ross came up to Canada the last time.
Oh, wow.
Hey, fun time.
So that should be fun. Not aggressive at all. I'm going to be so... I don't know, but I'm going to be so stoned the whole time. It's going to be wonderful. Now, what are you guys smoking? I saw everybody's got a little something except for Sean. Sean's got a little cold, or he's getting over a cold. I saw Chris hitting a little doop. Saw Jared hitting a little doop. Now myself, I've been smoking this. This is Vader Pink, I think I got.
Ooh, nice.
It's quite nice. Very, very nice. Very, very smooth.
Kind of a soft villain.
Vader over here as well.
Yeah, the Vader Pink. Sort of smooth villain, yeah.
Yeah. And up here, okay. You guys don't get Crave TV down there, do you? That's not
no, bro. Come on, they have the rest of them.
They have the real TV, don't they?
AEW, they don't have Crave. They don't have A&W, they don't have Crave.
You don't have A&W?
No, A&W? No, so A&W we do have, and then because of the fact that I went to Ithaca and I was up there for a couple years, I went up hitting up the A&W, like the restaurant, which is still one of the better like experiences I've had, like diner or like cuisine wise. But we have it, but we don't have it.
I think there's like one A&W restaurant per state. I know I've been to one in like Delaware.
Yeah, but you guys don't have fucking Harvey's.
We do. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got like one.
You never will.
Yeah, we've got one every block here.
Son of a bitch.
Not Harvey's, not our boy.
No, we got Harvey.
No Bell Pros for you though. Toronto doesn't even have Bell Pros.
Oh.
Okay, don't fucking.
You know what like deficit your shop is going to be if you just like sell hot dogs? It's like hot dogs and potatoes. There's no where are the margins?
Yeah, there's a lot of margins if you sell that hot dog for $12, Christopher. Let me tell you, that hot dog cost about 65 cents to get in the door. That's 65 cents landed. Now you're selling them for 12. That's nothing but profit,
The
baby.
food's dirt cheap. It's the facility, like downtown Toronto, downtown New York, the hot dog shop. That's why New York has hot dog stands.
Yeah.
They have those in Toronto too. Toronto, we also have hot dog carts.
Oh, excuse
Great
us. Go to
papaya.
break.
Listen, yes, we do some fine street meat in Toronto, my man. Montreal doesn't have them. They don't do it in Montreal for some reason.
Yeah, because we have fucking
No,
health.
okay. Interestingly enough, and this is actually a question I have for all of you guys. So there is a new street meat stand that opened up sort of outside Radio City Music Hall. And I was coming home the other night. I was in a cab, and I saw, and it was the halal guys, and we saw an entire block. And this happens in New York all the time, but an entire block of people waiting in a line for a street meat cart that is also across the street.
Somebody went viral. Jared. Somebody went viral.
No, people
Somebody
are
went viral, Chris, and not the right way.
People are stupid. I remember when we lived in Montreal. When I lived in Montreal, Chris, do you remember this, Chris? In Montreal, right across the street from the busiest smoked meat shop in the fucking world, you had the Maine. Right across from Schwartz's, you had the Maine, and the smoked meat was arguably better at the Maine. Some people thought better. I thought it was about the same.
The vibes are better in Schwartz's.
Oh, of course. But if you just wanted a smoked meat sandwich on the quick, you run to the Maine, you spend $5 less, and it's the same sandwich.
Here's the thing, though, and I don't mean to be dour. I think that was the word. Walter will correct me next week. But none of this could be. I can't partake in any of this anymore. Like a heroin addict, I can no longer derive joy from food. I must eat egg whites and turkey the rest of my life.
Oh man, you can do some cool shit with turkey and egg whites.
Oh, yeah, those are a good.
Oh,
very good.
Some cool shit.
Yeah, you could do some turkey. You could do some egg whites.
And then you can wrap some heroin in there. I mean, you can still do that.
Oh fuck, Chris!
A lot of people.
Turkey and heroin, Chris. That is the New York. It's actually there's a.
I think that's called
hot dog.
That's
heroin rancheros. I believe that's called, much like Quavo's rancheros.
You know, honestly, you can get that, but it's only available brunch Sundays. I don't know why.
To answer Jared's question about street meat, what was your question again?
That's beautiful.
Question was, my question was, how long?
Let's take a break.
Just done. There's a red flag on that.
The Bite Me Cannabis Club helps cannabis lovers connect, learn, and create together. I'm Margaret, host of Bite Me Podcast, inviting you to discover a safe and inclusive private community. Enjoy regular events, workshops, podcast feeds, wonderful members, and a whole lot more. Now with a new unsubscription. Curious to learn more? Head over to joinbiteme.com right now. That's joinbiteme.com, and I can't wait to meet you in the club.
That made me laugh so hard that I coughed so hard that I almost puked. Does that happen to you guys?
Did you get more stoned?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh.
You know when okay. Yeah, okay, you know when you cough, like that weed cough, that deep weed cough.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like this. Oh, what is that bubble? I almost had that.
Oh.
Yeah, like David fucking like David Bowie in Labyrinth. Just
Ooh, it would have been a beautiful visual. Yeah, it would have. Well,
oh my goodness.
It'll happen next week, maybe.
Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That fucking got me good. That got me good.
Something to shoot for.
I think we got the week there, Reese.
Yeah, we do. But before we jump into that, I want to go ahead because we're in Canada and something good happened today up in Canada for Canadian comedy, especially if you're a fan of Canadian comedy. The legendary Kenny Robinson. Kenny Robinson, who actually hosted the last night, just dropped a documentary on Crave TV. That's why I asked about Crave, called People of Comedy. And it's a great documentary that was made to celebrate the 30 years of the Nubian comedy show at the Yuck Yucks in Toronto. 30 years the show's been running.
Wow.
That's fucking insane. So a documentary is made by Counterfeit Films, I think, or Counterfeit Pictures. A buddy of mine named Daryl Faria directed it. Kenny Robinson was in it. Keisha Brownie, all friends of the show. They are all on this. It's on Crave TV. You got to check that out. It's a wonderful thing.
Is there an American link for this somehow? In some
I don't know. They probably put it on like YouTube or something in America.
Okay, all right.
Tubi is Tubi. I think?
Hey, we
got
YouTube
Tubi.
in America.
If anybody's watching in the States, Google that. What's the name of it again, Reese? Google it and put it in the comments.
Yeah. It's called People of Comedy.
People of Comedy. That's a great name.
It's a great name, and there's a lot of people. Yeah, it's fantastic. I suggest everybody give it a little watch. And now, Chris, we had a Stoner of the Week. He said,
"Heyo, yeah, Kelly, the Stoner of the Week."
Yeah, Kelly found us a great Stoner of the Week. I think, yeah, Kelly.
Are there ever runner-ups of Stoner of the Week? Is there ever a Stoner of the Week and then a runner-up of Stoner of the Week? Is there any?
The initial year of the show, we used to debate this, but then,
I see.
We should. Okay, Stoner of the Week. It's before surgery. These are always good. Let's see it.
My name is Allison. I'm about to go in for mouth surgery. I can't feel anything. I remember how to speak, but I can't seem to do it without producing saliva. What? I don't even have any laughing gas, and I'm using a breathing exercise to calm my nervous system.
She's crushing 4, 6, it already.
7 breaths.
Wow.
What's that? Is that food?
Banana.
Oh.
Bananas are getting a lot of airtime on influencer videos lately.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Usually got to pay extra for that kind of
earbuds.
All right.
Did you guys see the? Sorry, go ahead, Reese. You had comments.
No, I had to take my ear because that was a gross sound for me.
Yeah.
No shit. That lady was on laughing gas. Like she was on at least 18 balloons of laughing gas. She was zooted.
Yeah.
She had her own canister.
That's like
just doing whippets for days.
Like Little Shop of Horrors. You know what I mean?
Did you guys see that video that was making the rounds last week? By the way, of that like super ripped, super jacked like influencer guy online. That was like splashing water in his face in the ice bowls and with the Saratoga water there.
No.
Using the banana as peel. You didn't see that?
No.
That was all the craze.
Was it funny?
What's up with the ice water? Everybody's putting the fancy water and some ice in it and putting their face in. Why
are we doing the videos? Very ass because there's this dude.
Yeah.
We should have done prep on this, but fuck it.
Yeah, but why are we doing this?
There's no video, not a reference.
You know why it's happening? I think it's because
nobody wanted to get those plunge tanks. Sludgy.
What's up, Sludgy JB? Thanks for the green heart. I think it's happening because, like we said at the beginning, there's no way to win these days. That you really have to. It's just like a cheap win. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, I get that, but like, I like to think that everybody realized that plunge things were dumb.
It says what?
It's like eating a hot dog. But I think everybody realized that plunge tanks are stupid. Those little things that everybody had in their backyard. Let's go fill up a garbage can with ice water and go dunk ourselves in it 5 times. Get a life. Get a life. That's what this video says. Get a life. Get a metal bowl. Get some ice. Get a couple bottles of Perrier, dunk your face 5 times, go about your day. Why you gotta get a whole fucking garbage can full of ice in your yard for? Why your neighbors got to see your nipples like that? Fucking weirdo, Gray. Go inside.
It might feel great. Let's make Walter do it next week, or invite him to do it. Invite
me,
him.
Walter and Troy. We will do it on camera.
Do a cold plunge next week.
Yeah. Yo, Chris has some takes on sports real quick.
Okay, first, we got to calm down, smoke a joint, then we're going to sports.
Oh,
okay. April 16th, we got our 420 special. We're doing 420 squares or something like that. We're going to be answering questions, being real clever.
Well, we're aware it's 416, right?
Kitchener Squares.
Kitchener's we do things a little early in Kitchener. Calm down, smoking Joey. Let's check this clip out. This is from our good friend Karima. She's out there on the beat covering some people, and she ran into some crazy. This is Canadian politics, fellas.
Wow.
No, guys, this is exactly American politics too. I finally get it.
That's two grandmas going at it.
Who do you think's the Polyev person, and who do you think's the Carney person? The one
Plot
that's
twist.
the one that's in their pajamas.
The plot twist. They were both Polyev people, but they didn't clock it soon enough. And one thought the one with the bleached blonde bit was acting a little bit for the right. You know what I mean? So she went hard.
I'm gonna need more context. I don't know. Like, what were their mornings like? You know.
Yeah, I mean, what were the evenings
where were they?
before? Like, what was the rest
Oh, yeah.
of the week?
Were they hangry? Is that what you're saying? Were they
That's
affected by Mercury retrograde?
I like that. Speaking of Mercury in retrograde,
These are good.
let's talk about my beloved Toronto Blue Jays.
Hey,
and how they've been playing sports with Chris and now Reese because we're in baseball season and I care again.
I think they did the opposite of burying the lead here. You forced the lead to the front of the house. But,
I fucking did, baby.
Co-opted.
Toronto Blue Jays fans woke up on Monday morning preparing to head into a depressing week at the office. The weather looked
And
very
to get
shitty.
Harvey's for lunch.
You know, they had just
no,
lost 3 games in Queens, 3 brutally cold, shitty baseball games in Queens. And
the United States should figure out how to build an indoor baseball field for Christ's sake, hey? How about that? Especially on the northern Atlantic coast. How about that?
Here's the thing, guys. Reese, some of us like to actually play in conditions because we don't make excuses.
Oh my gosh, the gloves have come off.
Okay.
The baseball gloves have come off.
They haven't even played the Yankees yet. Jesus Christ. Anyways, unlike the Yankees, the Blue Jays were able to retain their superstar. As they signed Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to a 14-year, $500 million contract.
About that? 500 mil Canadian. We got a deal.
No, it's American. It's fully American.
Fuck! We're getting screwed!
Ken Rosenthal reported this today, that $350 million is being deemed a signing bonus so that it could be paid to his Florida residents where there's no state tax, as opposed to Toronto.
Yeah,
Brilliant gambit, Mr. Vladimir.
That's how you do it. You do it that way. You don't defer the money. You get it thrown all the way up front, all the way down south.
Yeah, and you know where it's going? It's going to St. Petersburg because that's who started that intelligent way to do business. You were saying,
Kelly, let's go to the first Vladdy graphic we have.
Kelly, first graphic.
All-time of Vladdy.
Kelly, the first graphic.
Please,
Kelly.
If you will, please.
hey.
There's young Vladimir.
Saskatoon.
Sound production, take 2.
Hey, Saskatoon. Saskatoon.
Action.
Hey, Saskatoon.
Está en serio.
Es que tengo que decirlo lento. Saskatoon.
Listen, he hits the baseball green.
Action.
Hey, Saskatoon. No, de verdad, que no me sale. Dale. Hey, Saskatoon. See you next morning.
Killed it!
Hey.
I was Vladdy.
Saskatoon.
you know,
this is young Vladdy.
he might be
That's
pronouncing
crazy.
it. He might be pronouncing it right for all we know.
You know,
That
That's
might be the right way to say it.
No, I don't think it's called Saskatoon.
No, it's not a set, but it's a sack tune. However, though,
got a nice
fellas,
ring.
genuinely, all kidding aside,
Yes, you're right, actually. You're right.
that was a big deal. And Chris and I were actually talking about this, I think, last week. Not necessarily sure what was going to happen or where it was going to go. And the fact that you locked it in like that and locked it in a smart way, but 14 years, 500 to have one of the best players in baseball. I mean, congratulations.
I like how
Go ahead, Sean,
I like how Jared is always plugging conversations he's already had with you, Chris.
Yeah, he's trying to really.
Listen, you can hear more of our conversations on In the Trenches.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We'll be having a draft show soon.
Yeah.
Sean, you
No,
see that was called
big-
an alley-oop to Chris.
I know. But I alley-ooped it though, right? Did I alley-oop it?
No, you
Sean came-
you
Sean
did.
came.
I like you better
Okay,
without
yeah,
a
yeah.
cold.
Or I might have tried to score on my own basket. I don't know. It's hard. I do have a cold, but back to
Now
You were
moving
saying.
on from Vladimir Guerrero in the baseball to another really exciting and electric sport. It's
Heyo.
Masters Week. Oh boy,
Yeah.
hey.
it's Masters.
It's golf.
Here
Look at all those green jackets.
annual
Ooh.
collection of relics that get together at Augusta, Georgia, to eat dinner. And this year it was Scotty Scheffler, the reigning champion, who had a dinner menu that included Scotty's sliders, served Scotty style.
What does that mean?
Fire roasted shrimp.
Surf Scotty style.
Yeah.
Papa Scheffler's meatball ravioli fried bites. That one offended me a little
Surf
bit.
Scotty style.
Yeah, everything's Scotty style. And then there's like some ribeye, and then like a big fucking toddler, his dessert is a chocolate skillet cookie with some ice cream on top.
Wow.
Surf Scotty style.
Why am I telling you all this? It's because the Masters have decided to pivot into being like super online this year, and they're pumping out fucking video after video showing how they made the fucking ice. Like, guys, enough. Golf's already hard enough to fucking.
Hey, all that green, they should have had at least one salad in there.
Just
am I
show
right?
the fucking flowers. It's ready. No salad. There's no salad.
So how do you make the ice cream though? That's my big question.
Apparently,
question.
there's a peach thing in Georgia. It's
Oh,
peach
no.
state. It's Georgia peach.
Yeah.
Right. So
I love them.
there's like a peach ice cream thing that they do at Augusta. There's a lot of funny things. You know what? I'll tell you this. And the boys will appreciate this more because they're in the States.
Hey.
They have access to all these great sporting events. But like a beer at Augusta is like $5. Right? You can get in the morning you get a coffee and a
Yeah, but if you get hurt at Augusta and have to take an ambulance, that's like $50. Okay. Right. Isn't that the argument that people always make up here about coffee? Hey, let's take a commercial break. That's sports. I cut you off, Chris. My bad. We got a great guest coming. You might recognize her as the starter of the week from last week. Oh yeah, you still got a Mexican. Go ahead.
We'll skip to Ovechkin. We'll end this in Russia. Alex Ovechkin Kelly scored his record-breaking goal.
Is this clip 3?
Clip 3.
Okay.
And,
He scored approximately 500 goals from that spot.
Yeah, a majority of them have come from that corner. I only bring up the Ovechkin chase for a couple of things. One, what an impossible record to get, and no one will probably come close to it. Austin Matthews.
I don't know. They've got Matthews on pace to do it.
He's not on pace. He's got to score 52 goals for the next 10 years, a year.
If anybody can do it, it's that guy.
And he'll be, and that's the funny thing is Ovechkin's not done. He could conceivably get to 1,000. There is a
No, he's done. He's not gonna play after this year.
There's a world where he could play 3 more years. Who's gonna stop him?
The
fans have stopped making him dance.
He's a degenerate alcoholic. But
this record getting broke really snuck up on me. I didn't know we were here a year ago. I didn't even know this was possible.
That's the NHL secret, John. They don't want to tell anybody about it.
Yeah, they want to keep it as secret as possible.
Yeah.
NHL likes to book Kid Rock for the halftime shows and not much else.
Yeah, the fact that we actually heard more about the menu at the Masters than the all-time goal-scoring record being broken says all you need to know about golf.
Yeah. How much do you think a beer was at that game?
Not
24.57.
No, I've been to that. I've been to that arena because it was in it was the Islanders. Yeah. So that place is actually pretty badass. I've seen a couple of games there, but it's I don't know about 12.
Yeah.
I am incredibly jealous.
Not too bad.
Of every time Jared tells me about the festivity, just the Broadway plays and the sports events, the fucking loan.
Yeah.
That you guys are able to just go to. I was hanging out. I was on a matinee, and then I went to the Yankee game.
Don't get him started on stories about his mom. His mom's a dream.
Yo, honestly, just The Dreamer examines his pillow, which I also saw in a matinee.
But hey, listen, the Yankees suck anyway. So let's take a commercial break.
Wow.
We'll be back with
That was a great commercial break. I think that's the best one we've ever done.
Pink Kush Factory, baby. When do you guys come to Canada next? You guys got to trust in Pink Kush Factory.
Yeah. So speaking of baseball, we're trying to figure out a home and home series at some point. Hopefully during this, I guess fittingly enough, baseball season. Because I would absolutely love to get to see your Blue Jays. Right.
Yeah. Let's say
that. Back-to-back world champions in the 1900s.
I know.
I know that's exactly what they were. Yeah. So we're apothecaries.
I know this sounds like a very loose promise, but how about Jared and I commit to June or July? How about that? That's easy.
I like that. That's a good thing.
You narrowed it down to like a 60-day range.
Yeah.
You could have been like, sometime this summer.
No.
That's open.
No.
That's too open-ended.
I love how Chris is like, that's a no from me, dog.
Welcome, you guys. I can't wait. We'll go to all the hot spots here. We'll go to Dagwoods. We'll go to
fuck yeah,
Sephora.
I'm coming. Yeah, Montreal Florida. Yeah,
they don't have they don't have beer stores up there anymore, right? Is that
we have beer at the hospital. It's fine.
They just sell them in the store. They just sell it in the stores here. Yeah, every store.
Yeah, the store where you get your medicine and you get your beer. Actually, no, that's not true. We don't sell beer.
No, we don't do that. But you can get it at Walmart and Walmart.com.
That's a good point. No, if you pharmacy out at Costco or Walmart, you can get your booze there too. Costco's the best.
Costco is the best. Let's bring in our guests.
Guys.
Hey,
our guest was the Stoner of the Week last week.
Hey.
Julie Stevens.
What is up, you guys?
Hey.
How's it going?
How are you?
Are you still flying high off of that big win last week from being Stoner of the Week? Did that carry you through to today?
It did. I'm honestly super excited to be here. I'm excited to just chat with you guys, have a good banter, and I'm at the none other but New Amsterdam Cafe in Vancouver. So I'm just hanging out with the fellow stoners here. I think we got a board game all set up over there. But yeah, it's a neat little cannabis cafe that everyone can come to and just chill.
Julie, Jared and I are much less familiar with Vancouver from these other boys, I'm sure. How far are you from that William Shatner statue?
Oh, God.
Give or take. I don't know, 2 or 3 blocks, or
everyone passes it every morning. Actually,
a mile or two.
I think it's pretty close to here.
Hey, all right, Jared. I told you.
You told me. Honestly, Julie, we had a bet. I owe him 5 Schnattners now.
Yeah. Jared and I talked about this last week, but it's great to have you.
Yeah,
Julie, on the heels of your win at Stoner of the Week, the merch kit that we sent, did you get it?
Not yet.
You didn't get the merch kit? Okay. Well,
Kelly, get out there.
Circle back, put a pin in it, Kelly.
You were 60 days.
Eventually, we get there as stoners.
Yeah.
I'll get it soon.
Now, Julie, what? I got some questions about the West Coast right now. What's the big flavors you guys are smoking on right now?
Oh man, you know what? I'm looking at a big bag of weed here. These boys got some purple mimosa, it looks like.
Ooh.
Which
Sign
Yeah,
me
I'm
up
in.
for
honestly,
brunch
I'm a
with
little bit
that, Julie.
jealous. I was like, oh, they're telling me I can get in there. But no, so for me, I'm into a lot of dabs, concentrates. Right now, my bank is hating me because I'm constantly buying a gram of dabbleberry from Dabble Cannabis. Those guys come from the island. It's a family-owned farm and a good friend of mine. So I always love supporting her, and it's nice and tasty. So why not? Think
That's it.
my bank account definitely is like, all right, there, bougie baller, chill out, go get yourself a
That's
tweed joint.
I'd love to
that's
become
the
a
thing.
bougie
Like,
baller, though. That's awesome. That's a great
that's awesome.
nickname.
Yeah.
I feel like I would go to laser tag with that if I was like 17.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, that's it. Now, yes, the West Side G.
Yep,
Now,
it
okay,
is.
now, Julie, how much is the average like concentrate run out there? Like, what are we talking price wise for like a gram of diamonds, a gram of shatter, a gram of live?
The it kind of is different, but with the shatter, honestly, in the store that I work at, there's like $30 to I think 40 would be the most. As for diamonds, I've seen it like $40, 45. I think kind of where the price point jumps and people are a little bit like, it's obviously like the live rosin, hash rosin, but man,
That's
it's
awesome.
worth it.
Yeah. I'm very lucky. Like, I've got some very close ties to the indigenous market out here in Ontario.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, so I'm getting like I could get shatter at like $5 a gram right now,
I'm
and
That's
it's
awesome, bro.
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. The flavors are great, but hash rosin is expensive across all markets.
Yeah.
Like whenever I talk to anybody about hash rosin, it's they're like, "Oh, buddy, it's the best." Blah, blah. I'm like, "How much is it?" They're like, "It's cheap. It's $60 a gram." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not doing cocaine. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah,
not paying
right.
coke.
I
That's crazy."
might as well get a little baggy for that.
Ooh, it's nuts to me. Like, but like some people really love their like concentrates. I kind of stayed away from them because I didn't want it to fuck up my tolerance too much.
Yeah.
So I stayed on the flower, and I'm on just some absolutely phenomenal Vader pink right now.
There
It's
you go,
lovely.
bro. Vader Pink, let's go.
Yeah, it's a very, very good time. Are pinks popular out west right now? Are people getting into the pinks out there, or is it
Yeah,
like more of the exos?
I've definitely noticed for sure the pinks are picking up, especially in the stores. There's a couple stores within Vancouver that specialize a little bit more in the craft producers. So I noticed on another store's Instagram, they were promoting a lot of different pinks that they're trying to get from different growers, and
Yeah,
I think it's really cool. It's definitely picking up.
that's it. Like we've been fortunate. We've had Ross Regnati as a guest on the
Ooh,
show.
let's go, Ross.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got the Ross's Gold brand, which is just apparently it's doing quite well
Yeah,
out
no,
there. I mean,
I tried a little bit not too long ago. It's got some good shit. Ross is a good dude, and definitely always want to support the good
one of
guys.
the
No,
OGs. Yeah, one of the OGs.
I was gonna say I'm the OGs. I'm heavy about that coming from the legacy market. Always got to
Yes,
show
sir.
some respect. That's why I'm here at
Yeah.
the Amsterdam. I'm like, I want to show respect and recognition to y'all, and
Yeah, it's a
time to
cool
do it while
spot. I
I'm on
love
here.
places like that. Like I miss in Toronto. Toronto used to have a couple legendary weed spaces of its own that you could go and sesh with people. We had Hotbox Cafe, Vape on the Vapor Central, all the Joey's Club, which was phenomenal. What was that one? Fuck, I'm baked as fuck. Underground. Yeah, but like, there's just some absolutely just killer spaces. But since legalization, they've all gone. And the only space now that you have to consume is like, I think it's called like Lit Research or something like that. And it's a legal place that, oh no, there's also Planet Paradise and Growers World still. Planet Paradise is the shit. It's like an old speakeasy. I got to do, yeah, I opened for Mike Rita there at the Toronto Comedy Festival, which is a lot of fun. I love weed rooms. Does the new Amsterdam have a lot of comedy shows running out of it?
The Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that right now they're starting to get some more events all rocking and rolling. So there's I saw there's some bike nights. I think there's a music session that they're gonna start doing. There's a little duo starting that. Yeah, I think honestly, there's probably a lot of comedians coming up for the open mic night. I haven't been to one yet.
You gotta check them out. It's always fun.
Hey, Julie, are you are people with you? Are people there? Can you spin the camera and show us some people?
Yeah,
Can we say hi to some-
honestly, I don't think anyone will really mind. I'm just chilling on the couch.
Hey, what's up? There they are. What's up?
These guys are just playing a board game, so people can just
nice.
come and
That looks a lot like how Vapor Sexual used to be set.
yeah,
were thrilled.
Very much.
They were
there's an
thrilled.
upstairs.
They were thrilled to meet us.
Yeah. I mean,
But she also got headphones on there. So
No, I know.
everyone's just stoned, so
Yeah.
my favorite thing, I remember performing comedy at those fucking rooms, was like you'd be looking at people and their eyes would be laughing their asses off. Like, but their faces would just be like this.
that's pretty much it. But I know everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, you could tell, like,
Playing an old folks home in that way.
oh, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. It's just insane.
Old folks we get a lot of
I fucking love weed rooms. They're the best. I really enjoyed the community of the spaces as well. I remember going to Vape on the Lake in probably 2016 or 2015. I was in Vape on the Lake, and I remember looking around and being like, half of the room over here were all little like school kid, like university kids that were all like there studying and shit, and then this half of the room were all like fucking just hard stoner fucking burnouts that looked like they were going to rob up the other half. It was the best place, but everybody was so friendly with each other. I really, really loved that space.
Hey, speaking of jokes, can I try a joke on all you guys?
It's fucking right, Sean. Let's
Do
go.
it.
It'd be
Okay.
weird if we said no now.
All right. Yeah, it's true. Thanks for playing along. All right.
Actually, no. No, gonna go.
No.
Do
Okay.
it, Sean. Do it.
You
I
know
didn't even
how
buy that, Reese.
you know how like you know how there's like porn parodies of real movies?
Yes.
How that is a thing. I came up with a great name for a porn parody.
Okay.
All right. And
What's
it's-
the movie first? Wait,
it's
what's the
called-
movie, and can we all guess first?
No, I just got to tell you the title because it's better than telling you the movie first. All right.
Okay.
The name of my porn parody is fucking Tron.
Oh, it's a good one.
Fair.
The yawn was accidental. It wasn't.
No, it's all right.
No, it wasn't
No.
you. No, it's not your fault.
No, Sean, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was the joke, is what he was
Okay.
saying.
Oh no.
No.
What?
Well,
No,
it's a
he's
good.
a
Well,
legacy here in New York.
I think the budget's going to be huge on that film.
It might be.
Look.
Yeah.
Sidebar,
Honestly,
speaking of
there's a
budget-
really good back end, I hear.
Speaking
Hey.
of budget, Chris, is that what you're about to say?
No, I was gonna ask Julie something. Julie, do you have like a favorite place in BC that you smoked at? Like even when you were younger? Because like, I've been to BC. I love it out there. There's a lot of cool places I could imagine the locals could
Oh
go
man,
find for a weekend to get like really high on weed mushrooms and like live life.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I come from a very small town in the East Kootenays, so I was just always running through the bush from the cops to go smoke my weed.
Hey, sounds
Uh,
fun though. Sounds
Yeah.
fun.
I think honestly,
See, I,
it got more exciting when I got to Vancouver when I got older. I absolutely loved being in Manning Park on my way here, and it was just the view was beautiful,
Yeah.
and the smoke was even better.
There you go.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. Just coming from my small town into closer to the West Coast, which I've never been. It's been awesome to take in, you guys. Definitely a memory that has really sunk into my head was in my little adventures on the West Coast.
Yeah, same. Like my time in BC, that was the highlight of my life so far. One of the highlights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
British Columbia it's wonderful. My little sister lived in Kelowna,
Oh,
and now she lives in Victoria. Uh, and she enjoys it.
Yeah.
I've never been to
She
Victoria.
enjoys
She's
it.
moving to Ramona next.
Yeah, that's next. No, Kelowna was fucking cool. I like Kelowna. It was super. I didn't know this about BC, but Kelowna I found to be a mix of. There was a lot of yuppies over here, and then there was a lot of rednecks over here.
Hey, it was like that show that you were
Yeah, it was
in.
wild because like this half was all like, check out my BMW X6, and this group over here was like this. Check out my AR-15 assault style rifle. Let's go shoot some fucking pumpkins and road flares. I was like, that seems pretty cool. Should we take his BMW? It was great. Yeah, I got the full fucking experience, man.
Just like that.
Killer food too out there. My goodness.
oh god, that's fucking funny.
I'm sorry.
I do I do like Victoria a lot. I've been spending a lot more time in the Nanaimo, also on the island.
Okay.
I don't know if the Americans can try and say that, but I'd love to hear it.
Which one? Say, I'll try. Try it again.
Nanaimo.
Nanaimo.
Nanaimo. Let's hear it, Sean.
Nanaimo? I didn't hear it, but I probably didn't get close.
You did
No,
actually.
Oh.
it's been
All right.
beautiful out there. It's been really nice. I've been kind of hanging out with my co-host of our podcast, Brittany
Yeah.
Guthrie, who was on the roundtable discussion for the All Women's Chat on this network. So I've been having a lot of fun, and we're just getting to know each other a little bit more and just the
Right.
direction we want to go. And I'm excited, you guys. I'm excited to take this whole industry to more entertainment because it's definitely a bit
Okay.
stale out here.
Fucking right it is. Now tell us a little bit more about the podcast. Shit. Tell us a little bit about what you guys are talking about, what you guys are doing.
I mean, yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. I'm excited to kind of just dive into different
Yeah.
different areas of the industry, not just events where we're seeing our peers, but we're going to like places like the Taboo Show where there's consumers everywhere, and we can go and just talk shit with them and just have a good time. Just like, we've been in the industry for a while, and the events get kind of boring. So we were like, you know what? I feel like we have a very good banter, and I feel like we could take this to like a podcast. We have the most unfiltered opinions that are, either liked or hated in this industry. But I think it's gonna be fun to just talk about different cannabis trends in the industry and just put a spin on it.
Yeah, for sure. I've taken quite a few shots on the legal side. I appreciate that. I think that's I think that's going to be a really cool project for people to tune into and listen. Now, out of all of this stuff and all of the places you've been so far, what's been the most wild spot?
Sorry, what was that?
Out of all of the places that you guys have been, like you guys went to the Taboo Show, you guys have done your other stuff. What has been like the coolest location that you guys have been so far?
Oh, you know what? We've been to a couple industry events, and the StratCan event was a lot of fun just because it was very educational. We had a lot of big players there just kind of speaking on different policies and all of that. So that was very cool for me, just coming from retail side and not being that before. So it was nice to be with Brittany. As for me having fun, because I love shenanigans, I would probably go with the Taboo Show. It honestly, by the end of it, I felt a lot more confident, especially just in my own skin. And it was a very welcoming place. And we had a lot of fun just sitting down with different consumers, asking them what their favorite is, what their least favorite is about the market. Also, just checking out all the booths. It was very eye-opening.
Yeah, well, it's a different kind of space, isn't it?
No, but I absolutely loved it, and like these are the things that I think is important because
Very true. Because you're right, consumers are everywhere. They are everywhere.
So I think
Yeah.
I think me and Brittany are kind of the only ones that have the balls to do it and
I like that.
just
I
jump
like
into
that.
it and make sure everyone's included because cannabis is for everyone.
It is for everyone. You're right. I like that. Now, in speaking to all these different people and meeting all different types, what have you found has been like a common answer for how the industry can be improved?
Oh man. Honestly, it kind of goes across the board, whether we were at an industry event or just like a consumer event. It's the edible limit.
Yeah.
The edible limit is a big thing. I think in BC, definitely the vape tax is always being talked about. But as for something just across the board, it's definitely the 10 milligram edible limit.
Yeah, that could be a bit prohibitive. Like I have an edible, like at this indigenous store, one edible, one little gummy cube about that big is 1,250 milligrams.
My God.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I love
How
those.
long does it last?
Oh, it fucks up your day and a little bit of the day after.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah. What I like is, it comes in a pack. There's this company called Buddha Boys,
Yeah.
and this brand, this Buddha Boys brand. Yeah, they've got this bag, and it's called the Russian roulette bag.
Whoa.
So
Yeah, tell me about it.
One of the gummies is 50 milligrams.
Oh, and you don't
One of the
know?
gummies is 25 milligrams.
Oh,
One is
wow.
100 milligrams, and one is 1,250 milligrams.
Wow. I would try it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but like
Yeah.
you're gonna tell within fucking 15 minutes,
Right.
like who's who you have to take care of for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and then who's walking out like Christopher Walken?
Sounds like my kind of roulette.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
You know what I
You know what I love? I can't say this enough about the legal market. Something that I do fully appreciate about the legal market is the beverage sector, though. I think they got it out. They knocked it kind of out of the park with the drinks. I don't think the drinks have to be super strong. I think the price needs to come down so that they cost about $2-3 a can on the legal market. You know, because right now, no, yeah, go ahead. The flavors are fantastic. The tech is cool.
I was gonna say, randomly enough, right over by me, a bodega just opened up, and it's like new, it's fresh, it's Noah's Arcade. You know what I mean? And basically, it was
Wayne's World reference.
Yes,
Yeah.
damn right it is,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
up? It's cool. It's fresh. It's Noah's Arcade.
Yeah.
Great sandwiches, great people over there. But what I realized, they have now weed drinks over there, and it's not in the actual stores, it's in the bodegas. So your point is just it's very lucid, very on brand too, because it's getting into the actual marketplace of regular businesses. So once it gets to that point, if they lower it down to a point when it's like affordable, I think that whole like just everything's gonna flourish.
Jared, I have a crazy idea. We should go there.
We
Like,
honestly,
get some
I got some
drinks.
beers.
Go,
Let's
yeah.
drink them.
We should, yeah.
It's
We live in the
regular.
same neighborhood. Julie.
It's why I follow a lot.
Neighborhood.
Oh, they live, they're neighbors.
Yeah.
I follow a lot of like the legal market and just to see what segments are kind of moving and which are kind of shrinking. And like the only one that's really kind of experiencing like I guess quarter after quarter after quarter growth has been pre-rolls, which is kind of lends to the theory that people are just incredibly lazy and they'd rather not have to roll their own weed. You know what I mean? Or they can't. I'll say a lot of people can't roll a good joint. You know what I mean? But that pre-roll sector, if you want to make money in cannabis, it looks like the way to go is pre-rolls. That's just for like make a good solid pre-roll with good flour, good clean terpy flour. And I think you'll clean up. Like who's the best legal market pre-roll in Canada right now, in your opinion?
Oh boy, I was hoping nobody because I hate pre-rolls. Learn how to roll, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Chris, do you... Okay, go ahead.
Honestly, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot with any of my homies because
Do it. Bring it.
I was on mute. I was reading Bud LaFleur.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Pistol and Paris squad. They're
Pistol Paris, their pre-rolls are half decent. Yeah.
no, they're definitely smashing it, especially at the store I work at. They're a big seller and good group of guys, girls, and they got some really good shit. I was just finishing up a jar of their Diablo, and they know what's up.
Hey Julie, I have a question. Those guys that are playing a board game over there, who do you think is winning?
Well, you know what? I don't even know what they're playing, but I'm gonna go with not the one that just joined them. Because he looks upset.
Oh, yeah. Probably not him. All right, yeah, good answer.
That's crazy. Julie, question. What are they playing? And now I'm just like so intrigued.
I know. Now I'm like, okay, let's go check in.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
Wow.
Hey,
it's Settlers of Catan. Everybody knows it's Settlers of Catan. That's all stoners play these days.
Yeah.
They get a little group. They play Catan and yell about wood or wheat or some shit. I can't do it. Is somebody yelling about wheat right now? One of my favorite games to play when I'm like violently stoned is Clue. But I like to insist that everybody who's playing Clue must play as a famous television detective or investigator throughout the entire time.
Hold on.
And it can be anybody. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Hold on. I've known you for over a decade.
We've never played Clue.
Not one time.
Wow.
One more thing, Chris. If we played Clue, you'd have to be Columbo.
Well, what other TV detectives are there?
Time that we've ever opened a board game.
Yeah.
No, I know. Board games, I wish I played more.
You have a board game in your house.
I have so many fucking board games, Chris. I have so many.
You're full of shit. You're putting on for Julie. You're full of shit. It's all a bunch of garbage.
You're showing.
Wait. I'm literally using a board game as a stand for this fucking 1 second.
No way.
Julie,
way.
I'm gonna make one.
That's not a board
game.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a horrible board game called Pimp City. It's a horrible board game called Pimp City. It includes 12 custom pimp characters, 10. Oh God, that's horrible.
Wow.
That's your mother's board game. That is not.
No, why? Why would my mom have a game called Pimp City? You animal.
Are there
animal?
Are there dice?
There's dice. Yes, there are dice. There are place markers. There's neighborhood watch cards.
Wow. What is going on there?
The handcuffs are fuzzy.
Julie, ask those dudes if they're playing Pimp City. Wouldn't that be something?
Are they playing Pimp City or Settlers of Catan? Yeah. Or are they playing Settlers of Pimp City?
Or can you ask Julie if they have or have never played Clue in a decade?
Julie never asks these questions.
Clue. Can we make that a thing soon?
I apologize, Julie.
Honestly, no, Julie, here's the thing. Reese was my I guess declaration would be that Reese was murdered by Chris on the
But what investigator are you playing as?
Benoit Blanc. I'm Benoit Blanc from.
Yeah, you're glass onioning the shit out of me.
That's not TV though. But
okay.
Jared, I feel like I'm in a Safdie Brothers film.
Wow, you'd be so lucky.
Yeah.
24, call me, baby.
Fellas, can I put out there, and Julie, you can be involved too, if everyone likes this idea, can we do an episode where we all play a board game together? Like we all have
the
same board game in front of us? And we
played again Clue. We played in character, and if you break character, you're never invited back to board games.
For a show that could barely put a live show together without like technical interruptions, I'm sure that will go really smooth.
Well,
it'll be great. Now, Julie, where can people listen to your podcast and follow along?
Well, as of right now, we have a YouTube channel, so Roll With It Entertainment. You could
Sick.
also give us a follow on
Yeah.
Instagram as well. That is Roll With It Entertainment as well. But
Perfect.
most importantly, give me a follow as well because I'm always posting them behind the scenes. It's
Yeah.
Julie.Stevens19. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Well, excellent. Julie, thank you so much for joining us. Fellas, you got any shows coming up?
I'm doing a show this Saturday at the Pit. I'm telling stories about my travels to Australia and New Zealand. I'm doing a show about how I went to Australia and New Zealand to do another show.
Awesome. Jared?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a big play festival starting next week. The A&D Boxers and Briefs at the American Theater for Actors, the ATA, on 54th. Check out Instagram. I'm
What
gonna put a lot of
nights?
stuff up. It is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for
I'm going to
2
be
weeks.
there for one of them.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you don't have to be there for all of them. But if you want to, that's
Christopher.
I'm gonna be at Radio City Music Hall.
Hey.
I'm gonna watch a great show. No, I'm kidding. I wish I was at Radio Music City. No, it's fun, Reese. I'm just kind of like going show to show in the city right now and saying, "Put me on, bitch." You know, it's fun. It's a good
Perfect. I
time.
love it. Get back out there.
It's a good
I love
time.
that
Yeah,
shit.
We're still in the AAA stage of the comeback. We're not.
Yeah, see, I got to start getting back out there more. I ain't got a show coming up in a little bit. I'm running shows right now. So we got that Big Mercules show out in London, Ontario. You want to go see Big Mark? Come out to Oneida, smoke some weed, watch a killer show. It's going to be fantastic. And then April 26th.
I'm going to do an Elon Musk gaming.
Beautiful. Do it. And gaming live stream. You should do it. You'll crush. Just crush the poor man. Crush it. And then April 26th, you can check About Laugh Night at the Heartbreak Hotel out. We've got Jason Allen headlining and Big Norm Alkinsell hosting that motherfucker. So
I got one more plug. Watch my
Cut it off, Kelly. No more free pub. No, go ahead. Give it. Go ahead.
Watch my porn parody, fucking Tron.
Oh, no, cut him, Kelly. Late night Sesh.